Welcome to this week's edition of Real Estate Today, brought to you by Evans and Evans Real Estate. We are here to talk about this beautiful home in a very popular neighborhood. But first, we kind of want to get sort of the state of real estate. We've got Karen Jenkins here with us, realtor with Evans and Evans Real Estate, and still continuing to see those trends.
It is really just a crazy market, and it's a frustrating market for both. Well, not for sellers, not for sellers, but it is frustrating for buyers and for agents as well, because we work so hard to find a house for our buyers. There's multiple offers on almost every property, and we're getting outbid, and it's just frustrating. And that's all due to lack of inventory, I think. There's just not enough homes for the people that want to live in the Tri-Cities area. One I saw on one of the evening news programs another night ago, that after the crash back in 2008, everyone remembers that, builders kind of got gun shy and just didn't build as many houses as they had been. Well, the economy improved, and now here we are. Everybody's wanting to buy a house, and the builders just didn't build enough. So they're scrambling to build more houses. People are moving because of COVID enabled them to live wherever they want and work at home. So there's just not enough houses out there for the number of people that want to buy one.
So we're still seeing such population increases, and you were telling us really in all of the communities, which is really unique.
Every county from Hawkins, Washington, Sullivan, Carter had a population increase last year. So more people moving in, and there's just not been as many houses built to keep up with that demand. So you see multiple offers, you see higher prices, and it's just crazy. I guess that's the way to explain it.
And you mentioned sellers, well, they're loving it, but on the flip side, they too have to be really cautious, because the minute that sales sign goes up, and so then if they're looking to move in another place, you almost have to keep one foot ahead of the other.
Right, and that's another reason that there's fewer houses, because people are like, well, I need to find a house first before I put my house on the market, and I understand that. But yes, the houses go quickly, and like my husband, he's like, well, we could get such and such for a house. I'm like, well, we could, but where are we going to go? And so that is the dilemma for everyone. Where are you going to go? So it's a crazy market.
And you were saying your advice to people and your clients that are still coming to you. You said obviously a lot of people trying to maybe look at renting as an option, but then that too is seeing the same problem.
I have 3 clients right now, all young couples who had been renting. Their rent has increased. I've heard some rents is going up as much as $300 a month. So their rent is increasing. Plus rentals are hard to find too. So they think, well, at least let's buy. And buying real estate is always a good investment, no matter how high you think these prices are, and you think, oh, they can never stay this high. I think they're going to stay this high. And I think as soon as you buy that house, in a few months, you're already going to have equity in it, because the prices are continuing to rise. So buying is always a better investment than renting, if you can get in there in this crazy market.
Yes, and I would imagine too, that's where that relationship with your realtor comes into play, because you know what they're going to be seeing and how to make that offer more attractive.
Right, you've got to get in, you've got to be willing to go over asking price, sometimes flat out waive an appraisal if you can, or agree to pay an appraisal gap if that home doesn't appraise for the price. I don't usually recommend waiving inspections, but that's another trick that people are doing. So it's tough, and you've got to have a realtor that knows all these ways to get in and knows when things are hitting the market right away. It's stressful, but it's a pleasure though when I do find that house for people and get them in. It's a joy.
Oh yeah, so, ear to ear smiles.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings us to the house that we're going to be talking about a little later in the show. But this house just now getting ready to hit the market.
Yes, it should be on the market by the time this airs, and it's a great house, great neighborhood. It will go quickly.
Yes, it will. All right, well, we'll give everybody your information. If you would like to get a hold of Karen and talk more about the trends and help you navigate the real estate market, you can find her right here at this number. You can always check out the website as well, evansandevanstn.com. Don't forget, coming up, we're going to give you a tour of this beautiful home right here in the Gray community, very popular neighborhood. We'll be right back.